This is the automation zone. In today's tutorial, we'll learn what is the if condition. The if condition is used to make a decision to execute or not to execute a piece of code in Python. We shall now learn the most basic form of the if condition. For that, type the keyword if followed by true or false. I'm going to give you a true. This has to be followed by a colon. The code which you want to put inside of your if condition should be put below it with a tab. This tab is also called as an indentation because it is indented from the margin. Now if I execute this code, you will see that the line printed inside of the if condition is executed. If the value in the if condition was false, like this, as you guessed it, the code will not be executed. Now you can either have one line of code or more than one lines of code. Just make sure that they all follow the exact same indentation. If you have any piece of code which does not follow, it will throw you an error. Now you do not just need the value false. False in Python can also mean has the value 0. So if I were to replace false with the value 0, it would mean the exact same thing. As you see, nothing is executed. It can also be replaced by none or an empty collection such as an empty list, an empty dictionary, or an empty tuple. In the other way, any other value except for these values are treated as true. So if I give any other value in numbers, for example the number 10, you shall see the code is executed. Even if I give any string value here, for example automation zone, so AZ, you will see that the code is executed. If I would give an empty string like this, the code will not be executed. So remember, anything empty, anything 0 or false is basically treated as a negative scenario for the if condition. Apart from that, everything else is treated as true. Now that we have learned how to use the if condition by using a static value, we'll learn the exact same thing by using a logical operator. Now to explain this, let me first create a variable called score which holds a student's marks, set it to 10. Now I want to print pass only if the student has got 10 marks in his exam. Otherwise, I do not wish anything to be printed out. Now to do this, you can use a logical operator to compare if two values are equal. That is done by using the double equal to sign. So the two values which you wish to compare should be put on either side of this operator. So here I want to verify if the variable score is equal to the value 10. If this particular condition holds true, then it will print out pass. If you see the output, I get the value pass. If I have any other value, for example, if the student has scored 8 marks in his exam, the output would not be anything at all because this piece of code is not executed. We have many other logical operators in Python as well. They are as follows. We already have seen the double equal to sign, which is to verify if two values are equal. We then have the greater than sign, or to check if something is greater than or equal to, the less than or the less than equal to, and finally the not equals. We can also go ahead and combine two logical operators as well by using the AND or the OR operator. We shall now see a few of them in the below example. I will now go ahead and modify the below example. So if a student has got any value greater than 4, I will consider it as a pass. As seen below, it works. If I have the value 4, it will not be considered as a pass. Now, a student cannot have more than 10 marks. So 10 is the highest. But if a student has scored 11, which is not possible, it still prints out the value pass. So here I do not need just one condition but two conditions. One to verify if the score is above 4. The second to verify if the score should be 10 or below 10. To combine two things, I can either use AND or the OR operator. AND means both the conditions should be a success for it to execute the below lines, or can mean any one of the two. So let me take the AND. So I want this condition to pass as well as the next condition, which is score should be less than or equal to the value 10. So if both the values are successful, will the below code be executed? As you see, it does not work because it's 11. So this was not successful. This was successful, but the AND means both should be a success. If I have any other value in between the value 5 and 10, it will be a pass. Now note that we are executing the block of code that prints out pass if the above if condition passes. But when it fails, we are not performing any steps at all. In order to do that, we have to type in the else statement. And just like the if statement, we are going to put a particular piece of code inside of your else statement. Let me type here as fail. Now, if the if statement is successful, we are going to print out the block of code inside of the if statement. But if this piece of code holds false, it is going to enter the else and print the block of code inside of your else statement. Now, just as your if, you can have one line or multiple lines, just as long they follow the same indentation. Let me now run this program. You can see the value is pass. But if I give a number like 3, you shall see you get the output as fail. We will now try to execute multiple if conditions together. In the given example, if a student is scoring between 5 to 10, we are printing out pass. We will change this number to 7, and then we will say that if a student is scoring between, so greater than or equal to 8 till 10, then he is a great student. So let me type here great. So we have two if conditions here. Same way you can have more than two as well. If you want to perform such an action, you have to change the second or any ifs after that into an elif like this. And now the code is going to work. If the input is 3, you will see fail. If the input is between 4 and 7, you will see the output is pass. If the input is between 8 to 10, you will see the output is great. Know that, as I said before, you can have one elif or you can have more than one elifs as well. There is no limit to that. Just make sure only the first one is an if statement, all the others are elifs. And if you want, you can put an else with no condition whatsoever and print the default value if none hold true. Also, a point to remember is if one of the condition passes, it can be either if or any of the elif, the following statements are not even checked. So if this condition holds true, it will not check for the other. Example, here both the conditions are true for the value 9. In one let me put as great and in the other let me put as greater. And if you see the output, only great is printed out, greater is not, although this also holds true. Also note that such kinds of writing a multiple if conditions together is called as your laddered if condition. You are also allowed to add an if condition inside of an if condition like this. You can give any condition inside. Just make sure that the indentations are proper. So in this case, this indentation right here is for the first if, and this indentation right here is for the if inside of the if condition. This is also called as your nested if because you have an if condition inside of an if condition, and there's no limit to that. You can have as many nested ifs as you want. That is it for the if condition in Python. If you have any questions in this tutorial, do comment below. I'll help you out. If you like the series on Python, do show your support by liking and sharing this video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you all for watching.